What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. It's a beautiful Saturday, and today we're gonna go walk around. We have probably, I don't know, 400 or 500 acres of property to walk. We have a big field in the front and a bunch of timber right behind us. But as we were driving in, we actually Emily saw a decent shed from the road. We're parked, we're ready to go, all loaded up with snacks. Got our backpacks. It's a little bit windy, but the sun's out and we're ready to find some sheds. So we're gonna walk up here and recover the first shed of the day that Emily found. So let's go see what it looks like. That's a good one. We saw this shed. Emily saw this shed from the road. It's a good one.
It's not huge, but that's cool that it's not huge. That's so cool. Finally, 1 week later.
Yes. Yes. First shed of the day. Let's go.
Ta-da.
Heck yeah.
Hair wax.
That is awesome. That's literally right at the very beginning. Just right in the tip of the field. This looks so good. So we're probably gonna zigzag all through this stuff. We got 3 people. We're gonna try to spread out and just find as many sheds as possible. There's so many beds in this. We're gonna find a shed here soon. I'm giving it like 10 minutes and there's gonna be a shed. There's a bed right here. There's a bed back there. We've got us 3, me, Emily, and Dad. We're walking through in a straight line, just staggered and just covering all this stuff. It's not huge. It's not big, but it's the first shed of the day. No, it's small. Y'all want to look at it before I pick it up? Yeah. Look.
And that's why you need to go slow. Look how small it is.
I know. I was about to cut that way. I just thought it was a shadow or something.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cool. Look at that thing.
Oh, yes. I love those
awesome.
little ones.
I do too.
I love them.
Here we go.
That is a cool one.
That is so cool.
That is cool. That's like miniature.
That is awesome.
I love that.
Still got the
Shed already.
wax ring around it.
And this
Yeah.
shed.
That was an early shed too.
Really bleached already, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
That is cool.
I'm stoked.
That's a 4-pointer. It's an 8-pointer.
I know. Imagine that thing when it's like 4 years old, if it's already looking like that.
That's cool. Good job.
Heck yes.
Did we go back to
That is
the-
awesome.
Yeah.
That is really cool. So we're working our way out of that thicket, coming back out into this open field. And, you know, just walking slow, taking our time, and 2 sheds. 2 sheds in what do you say, maybe 15 minutes?
Not even.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
I say 10 minutes. 2 sheds. All right, let's keep going. See what else we can find. So we just finished up going through all the thick stuff. I thought we'd have a lot more sheds going through that thicker stuff. We're doing the field pass now. So we got 3 wide down low. We're gonna do 2 passes through it. 1 low, then we'll scoot up high, get 3 wide again, and then come right back and do the same exact pass. And then we're gonna work our way up into the edge of the tree line and then into the woods and try to get on some trails and just zigzag all through that. But I'm hoping we can at least find some decent sheds out here in the open in this field. There's a ton of tracks. There's stuff for these deer to eat, leftover corn and that kind of stuff. I think it's just a matter of time for us to find a nice shed and just see the tine sticking up. It gets me going so much. If you can see the tine sticking up from a distance, it's awesome. It gets me so excited. But we'll see what we see, log some miles, and try to come up with some sheds. We got another shed, ladies and gentlemen.
You literally just told me to move from that spot.
See if it's the match. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It's number 3 for the day. Number 2. I think we have a match. That's a match. We got a match. It's a match.
It is.
It's a match. We just got the match. I told Emily to bump up into there, hoping she was gonna find one right on the edge before they transitioned into this field. And I mean, we haven't walked 10 yards after we've turned around and we're starting, oh, I can't talk. And we're starting the second pass on this field going back before we bump up into the woods. I can't believe how far over that other side was.
Yeah.
So,
Crazy.
200 or 300 yards.
yeah, so we found Emily's, yours was the right side, right? Yours was this side, and then the left side to that deer was probably, I mean, that's every bit of 300 or 400 yards off to this side on the pretty much the exact opposite side of the field.
And they're both at the top of fields.
Yep,
That's so
that is
cool.
crazy. Well, that's number 3. We've got a match and a small little shed. Let's keep going and see what else we can find. This is a great day. Beautiful, sunny Saturday here in Virginia, finding deer antlers. Doesn't get any better than that. A little bit of a jerky break. That's good. But we've worked our way out of that field. And now we're into the woods. Picked me up a turkey feather for good luck. And we're gonna go back and forth through this. It's low-lying pines, a lot of trails, a lot of bedding area. It just looks great. So we're actually coming up on a little opening right up here. Should be a good spot. But pretty much the rest of this video is probably gonna be in the woods searching. So it's gonna be hard, especially with the sun being out. It's putting a lot of shadows on everything, and a lot of the leaves look like antlers. But we're just gonna go slow, take our time, and try to have a hawk eye and look for these sheds. So we're starting the pass going back through the woods. Yeah, it's old, but we've started the pass going back through the woods. I'm on the lower side, Emily's in the middle, and Dad's up top. I just reached down and picked up, it's like a baby turkey feather. And I was telling Emily, I was like, there's gotta be some in here. And I look right down. I mean, it's super old. It is really, really old. It's almost chewed all the way completely through. But that's a shed. It is so chewed. That is almost all the way through. But that's another shed. Let's go.
It's cool how it was laying.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was laying right on that log, right where those squirrels and everything can chew it. That's awesome. That is another shed. I feel like if I put that in my book bag, it's just gonna break. That'll be cool to put like in a shadow box or something, like down in the bottom. There you go. Another shed to add to the collection. It's number 3 for me. Emily's got 1 and Dad is 0. We've got to get Dad a shed. So we have started making our way back on the second pass in the woods. This is probably going to be our last pass of the day, because this is a really, really big property, and just one pass through the woods, it took us a good while. We searched through the front field and then did the woods pass. Now we're on the second woods pass. This is probably going to be the last one, but we're down in this pine thicket. It's just a bunch of pine needles, heavy, heavy trails. I mean, it's insane, the trails that come off this mountain. There's a real steep mountainside that is over to my right. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these deer go right up on that and bed and then come down. This is kind of like a staging area. And then you have the big field out front where they go feed in. Just gonna slowly work our way back, see what we see, and hopefully come out with a big old shed. So Dad and Emily both found spike skulls. That's pretty crazy.
Mine broke way more than his.
Yeah, that's still cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably, what, 3 years old?
Yeah, at least, I'm guessing.
Yeah. That's cool. I've never seen that. Especially two.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. I found one that was up there. It was like you could see the whole skull and everything, but there was knobs about like that where the antler had already came off. I guess it shed and then died.
It's pretty wild how they just kind of fall off.
That was a heck of a lot of walking. We did 2 passes through the woods. No more sheds, just skulls and a lot of deer bones. End of the day haul. Found 2 deadhead spikes, turkey feather, and then we got our match set. We found one was over on that side of the field, and then the other one was literally, 400 yards onto the other side of the field. So that was really cool, finding both of those. And then at the very beginning, I found that little shed. That is one of the coolest small sheds I think I've ever found. Just tons of character. It's awesome. And then this was the last shed that I found. Real chewed up, probably 2 years old. It's almost chewed all the way through on that side. Well, I reckon it is your time to finally get on the water and do what you were intended to do. As I was editing this video, I realized that I didn't do an outro, so that is what this is gonna be. But currently, I'm gearing up the kayak, some fishing poles, because tomorrow I'm going walleye fishing, so stay tuned for that video. I haven't even took this kayak out. It has been sitting since last summer. Haven't even got it out on the water yet, so this is gonna be the maiden voyage for this thing, so y'all stay tuned for that video. But we had an awesome time hiking around, finding sheds, and just enjoying a beautiful Saturday. I finally have my big camera running and gunning again. My SD card was really just messed up. I don't know what was going on with it. I ended up going on Sony's website and they had a recall for that SD card, so we're good to go with that. No more wind noise. Sorry for the past 2 videos. They've been with the GoPro, and it really doesn't do that great with wind noise and the audio and all that, but we're back on the big camera, so thanks for staying patient and enduring the wind noise. But thanks so much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate each and every one of your guys' support. But I guess that's gonna do it for this video. Y'all stay tuned for once I get this kayak out. Hopefully we can catch a couple big walleye, do a little catch, clean, and cook on those guys. Make sure if you haven't already to please subscribe, hit that like button and the notification bell right beside the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I post a new video. Thanks so much for all the support, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Love y'all.